Welcome back. If you've just joined us, you're watching Business Morning on Channels Television, and we are looking at the foreign exchange market, talking about how best to manage the exchange rate volatility. And Mr. Muda Yusuf, the Director General, Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, is still here with me. Thank you very much, Mr. Yusuf.
Thank you very much. Yes.
Right. Just before we went on break, I wanted to make this point, because some of the things these commercial banks do, they seem to also be part of the problem. I've had cause to talk to some people who say that when they go to the banks to buy dollar, they will tell them they don't have dollar, and instead they will call their malam for them. I mean, is that right?
It is right. Mm-hmm. It is not right. But again, it's a symptom of a problem. You know, the problem is the disparity in pricing. Because once there is what we call arbitrage opportunities, anybody would like to jump at it, because it's easy money. If you have exchange rate, I mean, if you have foreign exchange, maybe at 180, you are supposed to sell, maybe add Naira to it and sell at 181. And in the open market, it is selling for 185, 186, 190. It is not likely that they will sell at that price. It is not likely. And once you create that kind of opportunity, you get this kind of outcome. Because people will definitely take advantage of it. And the current situation in the foreign exchange market, the volatility and the differential in rates, this is the kind of problem it's creating. So that is why it is important to construct a model that will stabilize and narrow these gaps. It is very critical, because you continue to have this round tripping, not just even at the level of commerce, even at the level of the CBN.
All right.
Because this will bring a lot of pressure on them, and when there is this kind of demand pressure, you are likely to have this kind of malpractices. Okay,
now let's look at the decision by the CBN to restrict access to the official market for some import transactions. We have quite a number of them: information technology, generator, and all that. What do you think are the implications of the decision?
Well, there are two levels of implications. The first is the sharp increases in cost of production and cost of operation of many enterprises. Because if an enterprise has been sourcing fund from the official window at maybe 170, and now you have to go to the interbank or parallel market at 181, 180, or 182, 183, as the case may be, you are looking at a differential of about 12 Naira, 13 Naira on a dollar. That is a significant increase in cost. So that has altered the cost parameters of many institutions that fall into this category. That is one level of impact. The other level of impact and implication has to do with the classification and definition of items. Now, a lot of confusion has been created by the CBN on this matter. Because in matters like this, you don't just come up and say finished goods, electronics, ICT. That is not done. Professionally, when you want to classify products, particularly for international trade transactions, that's what you call the HS code. Because what we are witnessing now is that there is all sorts of exercise of discretion on the part of the CBN in determining what is finished goods and what is not finished goods. I've had reports from some major manufacturers that even their raw materials for which they opened an LC was returned at the CBN, claiming that those things should go to the interbank. I mean, they were shocked. I've had reports of even equipment, capital equipment, being referred to the interbank. You now begin to wonder, who are those benefiting from the official window? And I think for the purpose of transparency, to be nice for the CBN to come out with a clearer definition of the classification of these products. What exactly constitutes finished goods?
Okay. What
exactly constitutes all this telecom? Because a lot of these inputs are used in the real sector for the purpose of production. This is why this is why I was saying that it is very important that in all the actions that the CBN takes, the ultimate impact on the real economy is very important. So that we are not just looking at the abstract issues of exchange rate, interest rate, and macroeconomic, and all of these things. The implications on the real economy is important. And it will also not be out of place for the CBN to publish the list of the beneficiaries of those beneficiaries of the exchange rate in the official window. Let us know who exactly is benefiting from it. Because it's creating a lot of confusion, and the CBN needs to clear the air on this.
All right. So what do you think? What should businesses be doing at this time, to cope with what's going on with this depreciation of Naira, the depreciating exchange rates? Not twisting there.
Well, I mean, this is a reality that we have to face. We don't have the capacity to fund the foreign exchange market as we used to have. So there has to be adjustment in terms of the kind of inputs we use in production. If there are scope to substitute imports with local inputs, this is the time to begin to look at such things. If there are opportunities to expand our production in what can be exported, this is the time to be looking at it. If there are opportunities for us to use local expertise rather than import consultants and all of this is from abroad, this is the time to begin to look at it. So this is the time for inward looking. And this is also the time for everybody to tighten his or her belts. Not just the private sector, even the public sector. The belt tightening is not just a private sector issue. It's not just something for the citizens. It is also something for the public sector. But there's a lot of savings that could also be realized from that. From the expenses and the transactions of government, the leakages and all of that. These are things that we should be looking at this time.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Yusuf. It's been an interesting conversation. Well, let's just hope we eventually get it right.
We will get it right.
All right. Yeah, I've been speaking with Muda Yusuf. He is the Director General, Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, and we've been looking at the foreign exchange market, talking about how best to manage the exchange rate volatility and, of course, some of the issues there. And, of course, from the business angle, what they are expecting the CBN to actually do. And let's just hope that things turn out well, particularly as we draw closer to the end of the year. Well, it's on that note that we say thank you very much for being part of the program today. Do remember to join us again, same time tomorrow. I'm Chimezi Obi Iwabu. Have a good day.